All right, we got Steve Cardenas, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers Zeo, Red and Blue. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks.
Thanks for taking the time to do this. Grew up watching you, of course. So I guess the first thing we'll start on is what are some of the appearances that you have coming up through 16?
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been kind of on a whirlwind right now. I've been all over the place. But the rest of this year, actually, I've got a few coming up. Next week, I'll be in Providence, Rhode Island for the Rhode Island Comicon, followed by Ranger Stop in Orlando, which is the Power Ranger convention. And then from there, I go to a Fox Prowl Con, which is in Batavia, New York, which is by Buffalo. And then I'm going to be, after that, I go to Brazil in December for the CCXP, which is a huge show in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Blake Foster, Justin the Blue Turbo Ranger.
What's going on, man? How are you?
You were the youngest ever cast member.
I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
The luckiest kid ever, actually.
And the panel yesterday, you said that part was made for you, basically.
Yeah, they basically created that, I would assume, because there was no auditioning process, and yeah, it was great. I actually was filming an independent film at the time. The director was Shuki Levy, and it just worked out to where he found out I did martial arts, and he wanted to actually go ahead and bring me aboard the legacy of Power Rangers.
And you guys started the season with a movie.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin came into a movie, later on. You guys started with the movie.
Yeah, we started with the movie. It was pretty cool because I got to work with some of the original Mighty Morphin, Amy Jo Johnson and Austin St. John, Jason David Frank. It was pretty cool. So, yeah, we started with the movie. I did 52 episodes, and it was a true blessing.
We got Mark Richardson, the prop master of Power Rangers. And which seasons were you a part of?
I was, season-wise, I was on Power Rangers from the beginning. I didn't do the pilot, but I did the first episode all the way up to Wild Force. I left probably about 4 months because I was all pissy because the show ended and it was going to go non-union and go to New Zealand. But it was a great run, and I should have stayed until the last day because that's show business. Shows come and go. But it was a great run. I really, really, really enjoyed working on Power Rangers.
You guys were Alien Rangers.
Yes.
Would have loved to have had a whole season, but the few episodes you guys all did were great.
Oh, I loved them. Thank you so much.
What'd you think of and Blake Foster?
Sorry, I'm just passing by. Don't mind
He's
me.
photobombing. He's so wicked.
On the interview.
He's so impossible.
The way you guys came into the season was because the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I believe the second cast, they had been turned into kids.
Yes, they have.
And that's when you guys got brought in.
Absolutely. It was really a blast actually working with the kids.
And how's it being a grown-up and here you are with all the guys you used to work with?
Oh, man, it's great. It's like a family reunion, kind of. It's funny because they all treated me like their little brother, and now I treat them like my little brothers. They're all littler than me. I actually am taller than everybody now on the show, which is kind of crazy. But, yeah, I've been doing these shows since 2009. We've been doing conventions pretty much consecutively every month, and we try to stay on top of it and meet all of our fans, and it's a true blessing. Like I said, I would never thought 20 years ago or 15 years ago that I would still be a part of the legacy of Power Rangers.
It would have been something you told me last year. Some of the props on the show were actually the same toys that you bought, from Toys R Us.
Yeah, you want to hear that story again, or?
Oh, I'd like to hear something about it.
There's a great a story about my second unit team was out shooting, and they had to morph. They had to use a morpher. And for some reason, my prop person on second unit had forgotten our prop box with the morphers. So I get a panic phone call that the Power Rangers needed to do a morphing scene, and they didn't have the morphers. Well, I was closer to Walmart than I was to our prop room. So I ran into Walmart and got morphers, and luckily I had stickers to throw on to change the morphers. So I run into Walmart and run up and fly over to the set so the Power Rangers could morph. Thanks to Walmart.